I'm so happy to see you. This is going to be a great reading of the first part of the first Thanksgiving. This is specifically recorded for INDLS first graders for lesson 13.1 and 13.2 in your OLS literature comprehension. This is a long story though, so this is going to be part 1. I am going to read up to page 18, and then there will be a second video that goes from page 19 to the end of the book. I think so. I was trying to find a good place where to stop. And well, I think that's going to be it. So the second part will be just a little bit longer. So kiddos, we're going to get right to it. Go ahead, please pause the video and go get this book if you don't already have it. Ready? Go. You always do that to me. You come on back and I don't see you there. Okay, so step into reading. We're going to go through all the way through page 19, the picture walk, and read it. Okay, then you can watch the second part of the video. I'll review a little bit and we'll read the rest of it. Okay, so I'm looking on page 4 and 5, and I see a boat, I see seagulls, I see water. Turn the page, I see a lot of people on a boat. You see how we're going a little faster through it. But if you have your book, you're looking along with me. And I see, I know something about them. They're pilgrims, and they're on a boat. Remember, this story's called The First Thanksgiving. Turn the page, 8 and 9, and I see people walking around. Look at their clothes are different. And then on page 9, it looks like somebody might be getting in trouble. I don't know. He doesn't have a good look on his face, but I see those men in armor, and it makes me think they might be soldiers. They have weapons. Turn the page. Oh, page 10 and 11. This is really cool. It looks like a boat kind of cut in half so you can see what's on the inside. Now, I don't think it would normally be cut in half, but it's kind of cool. Turn the page. Oh, wow. They look really cooped up. Look at how colors are dark. And page 13. She doesn't look real happy, and he doesn't look real happy, but there's food. I love some food. Okay, page 14. Wow, and 15. I see a lot of water and a boat. Looks like an old boat. Those waves don't look real friendly. Turn the page. Oh, look, I think it might be the same boat, but there's a person all the way at the top on page 16, and he's pointing. And if you look at he's pointing out, it looks like land. Turn the page, 18 and 19. And on 18, I see, it looks like the people we may have seen earlier. I'm looking at what they're wearing, and they have weapons. And then you look at page 19, and these look like different type of people. Their clothes are different. I wonder what we're going to find out. Okay, back to the beginning of the story. We're going to read through page 19, okay? So follow along. I want you to comprehend. You can close your eyes too and listen to this story. Page 4. Plymouth, England, 1620. That's in the past. A ship is in the harbor taking on passengers. The people going aboard seem too poor and too ordinary to ever be famous. And yet their names are now in history books. Now, almost 400 years later, we still tell their story. It must be important. Turn the page. Remember, the first Thanksgiving. These people we call the Pilgrims. They are about to sail to a strange new land called America. They've been warned that Indians may attack them. Even the voyage, the trip, will be dangerous. There may be pirates or hurricanes. Many a ship has sailed off and never been seen again. Wow, it doesn't sound really safe. It must be really important that they're going. The Pilgrims are risking their lives. Why? Oh, maybe we'll find out. Turn the page, page 8. It started with the king. The king declared that everybody must belong to his religion. The Pilgrims wanted their own religion. They tried meeting in secret, but the king sent spies to watch their houses. Oh, that may be the guy that's getting taken. He sent soldiers to arrest their leaders. Even their neighbors turned against them. So the Pilgrims decided to leave England. So do you see there's a problem in what their solution may be? The problem is the Pilgrims weren't allowed to have their own religion and their own beliefs. And so their solution was to leave England. Turn the page, page 10. Now at last, now back, they are on the ship that will take them across the ocean. the Mayflower. Other people have joined them. Everyone hopes for a better life in America. They have given up their houses. They have said goodbye to their friends. They have said goodbye to England, too. Mayflower is on its way. And remember why they're doing this. And all they've had to sacrifice to try and have their solution. They've given up their homes. They said goodbye. Page 12. The ship is crowded. There are 102 passengers in all. Most of them must stay in one stuffy place below the deck. It is cold and damp. There is no water for washing, no toilet. Every day the pilgrims eat the same meal: pickled beef, cheese, and dry, hard bread. Some of the bread is full of worms. Even the water tastes bad. I don't know if this is a trip that we would just want to take for vacation. Must be really important. Turn the page. Halfway across the ocean, the Mayflower is hit by terrible storms. Oh, look at that picture. Week after week, huge waves crash across the deck. It seems as if the small ship will break in two. This was a very, very rough trip. Turn the page. But the Mayflower is still afloat after 9 long weeks at sea. 9 weeks. Remember, they have the same food. No water for washing, no water for toilet. 9 weeks. Imagine after that storm. Their bread is hard, maybe full of worms. They're dirty. I bet it's really stinky, and they're all cramped down there. Would you want to be in that situation? But is it worth doing it for something you believe in? Page 17. But the Mayflower is still afloat after 9 long weeks at sea. One morning, a lookout spots a dark speck ahead. Land! What a thrilling sight! They have reached their new home. The ship gets closer. The pilgrims see a sandy beach and many trees. America looks wild and strange. Is it safe? Are Indians hiding in the forest? Now, they put the word Indians because that's what they called Native Americans back then. They actually thought they landed somewhere else in a different country, and so they called them Indians as if they were in India, which is a different country. But we call them Native Americans now. But you'll see the word Indians in here because historically that's what they were called, that group of people. Turn the page, page 18. A search party goes ashore. The men walk along for miles and miles. Suddenly, they see Indians, but the Indians are frightened and run away. Wonder why the Native Americans were afraid. The men keep exploring. They find wonderful things: corn, baskets, a spring, which means water's coming out of it. They take fresh water back to the ship. How sweet it tastes. Now I'm going to stop here, and then in part 2 of this story, I'll continue reading. But I want you to think about, back on page 18, it says, but the Indians are frightened and run away. Why do you think the Indians may have run away from the Pilgrims? Talk with your learning coach. Remember, there's no wrong idea. We're just brainstorming. Okay, te amo. I'll see you in part 2.